Welcome back to English Pr99 Podcast.
This is where you learn English and level up your life.
Change your life. Start with this video.
Alright, without further ado, let's begin. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the English Pr99 Podcast, your go-to space for learning real English and growing as a person. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Sophie. It's great to have you with us. Today's episode might hit a little close to home for a lot of people, because we're talking about a phrase many of us can relate to: I'm ambitious, but lazy.
Oof, that one stings a little, doesn't it? I mean, I've definitely said that to myself more times than I can count. I want big things, I dream big, but sometimes I just can't seem to get off the couch.
Exactly. And it's such a weird feeling. Like, you truly want to be successful, you want to work hard, but then, you end up watching Netflix for 3 hours instead.
Today we're going to talk about what's really going on behind that feeling, and more importantly, how to fix it. Because the truth is, being lazy doesn't mean you're weak or hopeless. It often means something else is out of balance.
That's right. So if you're someone who dreams big but struggles to take action, you are not alone. And by the end of this episode, you'll walk away with some practical tips to get things done, even when you don't feel motivated.
And as always, we'll be teaching you useful vocabulary, everyday expressions, and even throw in a free PDF you can download for extra practice. You'll find the link in the show notes.
Alright, let's jump in and figure out how to overcome lazy ambition and finally get moving.
Let's start by breaking down the phrase itself. I'm ambitious but lazy. What does that even mean?
To me, it means you want a better life. Maybe you dream of starting a business, becoming fluent in English, getting fit, or traveling the world, but your actions don't match your goals.
Exactly. You might scroll through social media and see other people achieving things, and you feel inspired. You say, I want that too. But then, you take no action.
Yes. And sometimes it's not even about laziness. It could be fear. Fear of failing, fear of looking stupid, fear of not being perfect.
That's such a good point. A lot of people say they're lazy, but deep down, they're just overwhelmed or scared. Laziness is sometimes just a mask for something deeper.
And don't forget, people who seem lazy might actually be exhausted. Emotionally, mentally, or physically drained. In a world that moves so fast, rest is sometimes mistaken for laziness.
Right? So the first step is to be honest with yourself. Ask, am I really lazy or am I afraid? Am I tired? Am I lost?
That kind of reflection is powerful. Because once you understand the real reason behind your lack of action, you can start to fix it.
So now we understand that ambitious but lazy is often about fear, confusion, or exhaustion. But let's go deeper. Why is it so hard to take action even when you want something badly?
I think one big reason is perfectionism. You think, if I can't do it perfectly, I shouldn't do it at all. That mindset kills so many dreams.
Totally agree. I've been there. When I wanted to start working out, I kept waiting for the perfect gym, perfect time, perfect plan. But guess what? That moment never came.
Another reason is lack of clarity. You know you want to do better or be more productive, but what does that actually mean? If your goal is too vague, your brain doesn't know what to do.
Right, that's why I always say, break your big goal into small, clear steps. Don't say, I want to speak English fluently. Instead say, I will practice speaking for 10 minutes today.
And then there's fear of judgment. You don't want to look silly. You don't want others to laugh at you or say you're not good enough.
Yes, but here's a truth bomb. Nobody is thinking about you as much as you think they are. Most people are too busy worrying about themselves.
So if you're stuck, remember this: clarity beats motivation. Just do one clear thing, and let that create momentum.
Take one small step. That's how real change begins.
Alright, now comes the important question: how do you build discipline, even if you're someone who always says, I'll do it later?
First, let's get rid of the idea that discipline is about forcing yourself to suffer. Real discipline is about making your goals easier to achieve, not harder.
Yes. Think of discipline as a kind of self-kindness. It's not about punishment. It's about creating systems that help you win, even on bad days.
So let's talk about systems. A great way to build discipline is to design your environment. For example, if you want to study more, put your books on your desk and leave your phone in another room.
Another one, use triggers. Attach a new habit to something you already do. Like, after brushing your teeth, review 5 new English words.
That's what I did when I was learning French. I made it a habit to listen to French podcasts during my morning walk. After a while, it felt automatic.
And don't forget to make things easy. Don't start with, I'll study for 2 hours every day. Start with, I'll open my English book for 5 minutes. Starting is the hardest part.
Exactly. And once you start, momentum builds. You do 5 minutes, then maybe 10. Before you know it, you've built a habit.
So, to everyone listening, stop waiting to feel disciplined. Build it like a skill. It's not who you are, it's what you train.
Yes, discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent. All right, Sophie, we've talked about ambition, laziness, discipline, and how to manage energy. Let's wrap it all up.
Sure. So here's the big idea. Ambition is powerful, but it's nothing without action. You can have the best goals in the world, but if you don't move, they stay as dreams.
That's why small steps are so powerful. Don't wait to be perfect. Don't wait to feel ready. Just do something, anything, even if it's small.
And be kind to yourself. Changing habits, managing energy, building discipline, these things take time. You're not lazy. You're human.
Exactly. You are not behind. You are just getting started. Every little step is a win.
And remember, your ambition is valid. Even if you're moving slowly, even if you feel lazy sometimes, you're still on the path. Keep going.
Thanks, Sophie. And now we're going to pass the time to our amazing friend Catherine, who will go over today's key vocabulary.
Hi everyone, I'm Catherine, and I'll be sharing the 10 most important words from today's podcast. Ambition. Meaning a strong desire to achieve something great or important. Sentence. Her ambition to become a doctor kept her studying day and night. Discipline. Meaning the ability to control your behavior to achieve goals. Sentence. Success often depends more on discipline than on talent. Procrastinate. Meaning to delay or avoid doing something important. Sentence. I tend to procrastinate when tasks feel overwhelming. Mindset. Meaning the set of beliefs or attitudes that influence how you think and act. Sentence. A growth mindset helps people overcome challenges. Perfectionism. Meaning the desire to do things perfectly, often stopping progress. Sentence. Her perfectionism kept her from finishing the project. Consistency. Meaning doing something regularly and steadily over time. Sentence. Consistency in daily habits builds long-term success. Overwhelm. Meaning to feel too much pressure or stress from something. Sentence. I felt overwhelmed by the number of tasks on my list. Habits. Meaning regular behaviors or routines that happen automatically. Sentence. Waking up early became one of my best habits. Progress. Meaning forward movement toward a goal. Sentence. Even slow progress is still progress. Accountability. Meaning being responsible for your actions and following through. Sentence. Having a partner gave me accountability to stick with my goals. That's it for our key vocabulary today. Now, let's return to the last part, question and answer. There are 4 types of questions, and you can pause the video to answer it. We will also show you the answers on next page. That's all sections in this podcast. Now, let's return to Kevin and Sophie for the final part of our podcast.
Thank you, Catherine, for that wonderful vocabulary and Q&A session. All right, everyone, that's all for today's episode of the English Pr99 podcast. We hope this talk gave you inspiration and practical ideas to build the life you want.
Yes. And thank you all for listening to today's English PR99 podcast.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave us a review. See you next time, everyone.
Bye for now, and keep going, you've got this.